What's up, banana bunch? Bunch? Bunch?
Welcome to the Jungle Gyms podcast. What's up, Banana Bunch? Okay, it's very hot in the store today, and that's why I'm not wearing my jacket, so let's get that out of the way. We had a huge storm roll through the greater Cincinnati area last night, and a few 100,000 people are without power, including Jungle Gym. So the store is closed. So what's fun about this week, and if you're just listening to the show, you're missing out. You can watch us on YouTube right now, and you can see around what the store looks like during a power outage. I've been putting away more cheese than I've ever touched in my entire life, and you know that's a lot because I clearly look like I've had a lot of cheese in my life. Well, this is still a great episode this week. This is a packed one. We got a lot of guests on this week. So this week we're going to be joined by the fine folks of Beatbox Beverages. I think they're going to be providing all of your favorite drinks this summer. We've got Kai in from Dude Seriously Hot Sauce, and we get wild out in the store. Kai was a great interview. I don't want to spoil anything, but he did some really cool stuff for a bunch of our customers, so make sure you watch and check that part out. And we've also got, this is actually a really fun one. We've got Beer Fest coming up this week. It's our first festival. It starts June 17th and 18th. It's our first festival since COVID happened. So if you haven't got your tickets, there's still time to get some. But when that was going on, a gentleman reached out to me, and Chris was like, hey, that's his name, by the way. My son and I always come to Jungle Gyms, and we do this root beer bracket where we have all of these root beers compete from the store. So he actually walks me and one of our beverage managers, Nick, through this whole process, and that was a ton of fun. So with all that said, I think I've gotten all the clerical work out of the way. You know what? Before we go too far, this is a good time for you to leave me a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. I haven't been pressing as hard on that lately, but it is still hugely important to our success as a show. And of course, check us out on YouTube. Watch the video version of the show. I really think that's the future of the show. There's so much, visually going on here that I think you'll be missing out if you're not watching the video version. But leave those reviews, say some kind words. Leave a bad review. I'm here for it. I want some good criticism. And of course, you can always reach out to me at podcast@junglegyms.com if you want to talk. And you know what? You can even call our hotline at 513-674-6855, and I'll bring you on the show. Okay, that's enough of that. No more burying the lead. I want you to meet Kai from Dude Seriously Hot Sauce. Get ready for this one.
Little day at Jungle Gyms doing some marketing. Let's roll. Dude, seriously.
Dude, seriously?
Here we go.
Kai, welcome to the show, man.
Hey.
I mean, I know we've been chatting already, and we're going to keep that good energy going.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, my God.
Such a
Dude,
pleasure.
seriously?
Dude, seriously?
Can you? Yeah, I had to do
here.
it.
I'm sweating a little bit.
Me too.
It was a big entrance.
That was a beautiful entrance, though. I'm so glad that you did. As I was saying off air, it made me really excited because, a lot of people that come in to do this, I can tell you're a performer too, at least on some level, right? And I know we talk about music and shit. But, some people, when they come in, they're a little nervous. They're like, cameras and microphones? And I get some vendors in here, and they're all wonderful people, but,
Yeah.
So when I meet someone that's matching my energy, I'm just like, yes, let's do weird stuff.
Let's ping pong it back and forth.
Which reminds me, you brought a shit ton of hot sauce in today.
I did. What are we going to do with it? I'm thinking we give it away to shoppers, lucky shoppers.
Oh, I like that idea a lot.
Why not?
Well,
put some sauce in their mouth, put some sauce in their hands.
I'll drip a little in there.
What's the language here? Am I allowed to curse?
Oh, you can say whatever you'd like. Yeah, exactly. Please, by all means. I sometimes censor my F-bombs, but then that's about it.
Yeah,
but
I'm going to censor mine too. But if one slips out, I won't feel guilty.
No, yeah, don't feel guilty at all. I really do like to encourage everybody to be themselves fully, so let's do it. Well, should we actually start labeling these?
Yeah, let's label some sauce. Let's give it away. Cool. I also brought, here's what I got.
Stickers.
Here's a surprise.
Oh.
I brought
edibles.
Some gift certificates.
Oh!
So I got $300 gift certificates that we can give away to some lucky shoppers. Let's buy their groceries today.
That's going to blow someone's mind. That's going to make them say, dude, seriously.
That's the idea.
I'm into it.
Let's change some lives.
I'll do it. All right.
The idea is just get
just
pull the sucker off, but let's shake it up.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Shake it up.
Right
Shake
off.
up the show, baby.
All right.
It sounds good. Smack that bottom.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. This
right.
is not your cayenne pepper water.
No, good. Cayenne pepper. Ooh, it's thick.
It's thick and it's brown.
Just the way I like it.
Yeah, you
That's exactly the way
you
I
want
like
to
it.
bathe in it.
Yeah.
Knowing you.
Oh, God. It's a big bite today. I'm
No,
here
it's
for
not.
it.
It's not that hot. You know, I want you to go through a half a bottle on a burrito.
Okay.
Because I got to sell a lot of this. Jungle Gyms, we got to make some money.
No, I'm down. Let's do it.
Yeah. What do you think? I love the fact you haven't tried it.
Dude, that's awesome.
Seriously?
Yeah, dude, seriously. That's beautiful. What a great start to the show. A little hot sauce. And
That is
you
fantastic.
described it so well, too, where it's like a great amount of heat, but not so much as to like, it didn't, it's not going to wreck your palate.
No.
You know?
You're coming
And there's
back
so
for
much
more.
flavor. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I really like.
You're
There's a
gonna taste
lot
it. There's
going
real
on. in that.
rosemary, real thyme, real parsley, coming with huge stalks of chives.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, real stuff, right, is going in here. That's why it's so thick. That's why I had to put it in this bottle.
Right.
Because it's so thick that pouring it out of a normal hot sauce bottle
Wouldn't happen, yeah.
wasn't.
You need a big,
realistic.
wide mouth.
We need a wide
To
mouth.
both pour it out of and
And
into.
put it into. Exactly. Well played, sir. Well played. Dude, seriously.
Dude, how did you get into this in the first place? Like, what was your life like prior to the hot sauce game?
Oh, that's a good question.
Thank you.
Do you do this for a living?
Not really, actually. I'm
I can
dying.
tell.
No.
I was in the tech business in San Francisco.
Okay.
Actually, I went to a meeting, met this guy, ordered Tabasco to the table. Mm-hmm. The guy's like, "Oh, you like hot sauce, huh?" I was like, "Yeah, I like hot sauce." We're at our cars, parting ways. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got something for you." Pops open his trunk. He's got like 30 cases of hot sauce in his trunk. Yeah, I looked at him. I was like, "Who are you?"
Right.
Me not worthy.
Right.
Me, right. You big, me small.
Right.
And so, guy sports me 3 bottles of hot sauce. I take it home, I sit down, and start eating it. I crush a whole bottle of it in like one sitting. I was like, "Wow, this is like the best hot sauce I've ever had."
Yeah.
So I call him up and said, "Dude, what's the deal with this hot sauce? Like, why do you have so much hot sauce in your trunk?" And he said, "Oh, I'm glad you like it. I was in the hot sauce game for a while. I was at a bar. His name was Ray. He's a tech guy as well, big in the crypto space.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's going to do well. And he saw a guy eating a brown sauce out of a ball jar at this bar.
Amazing.
Right, and dipping bread into it. And they're sitting,
I think I want to be that guy.
No, you don't want to be that guy. But yeah, maybe at the time you wanted to be that guy. Because unfortunately, they partnered on the spot that day. The guy said, Ray said, "What's that sauce you're eating?" He said, "Oh, it's my test batch for this hot sauce that I'm making." He goes, "What's the story with it?" He said, "Well, I used to be the bartender at the Copacabana Club in New York way back in the day. And I became famous for making these Bloody Marys. Oh. And I became the Bloody Mary guy at the Copacabana Club. And Mickey Mantle loved my Bloody Mary, and all the Rat Pack guys.
No shit.
Yeah, like Frank Sinatra, they just loved his Bloody Mary. And when they all started doing shows out in Vegas, they were like, this guy's name was Tommy. They said, "Tommy, you got to move out to Vegas. We need our Bloody Mary Sunday morning. You got to make them." And so, sorry about that. And so,
how dare you be relaxed in telling the story?
Yeah, oh my God. Microphone, what microphone? And so Tommy moves out to Vegas. He becomes the Bloody Mary guy at the Sands Hotel, as far as I'm hearing the story.
That's amazing.
And Tommy retires, moves to California, wants to spin off his own brand, Tommy V's Hot Sauce and Bloody Mary Mix. He's got his first test batch in that bar. My friend goes, "That's the most amazing story I've ever heard. Like, what an unbelievable background. Like, 50 years of sauce history in the sauce, right?" He said, "All right, I love your story. Let's partner." They partner on the spot. Ray's the money guy. Tommy's the cook. Boom, the business starts. Unfortunately, and this is why I said you don't want to be him, is that a year and a half or 2 years into the business, Tommy gets heart disease and dies.
Oh, yes, no, good point.
Yeah, you don't want that.
No, just want to be seated at a bar, comfortably eating bread with a jar of sauce.
Yeah, if you
I'll leave
bathe
it
in
there.
hot sauce or in Skyline chili,
Yeah.
you're probably going to die of heart disease. So there it is. The sauce exists, right? And he says, this is my last batch, so I'm just giving it away.
Yeah.
So that's why he gave me those bottles. I took it home, I crushed it, And then about a year later, so I love this guy, right? He was a musician. I was a musician.
Oh, yeah.
He was a drummer, and I was a rapper. And I was like, whoa, this is really cool. Like, we got to link up. So I went to see a show one time down in Santa Cruz, and we just kind of became buddies.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe like we saw each other 3 or 4 times.
Sure.
And he called me one day and said, hey, I'm doing a tribute to Tommy, and we're going to make some sauce. You should come out and make the sauce. My dad was in town, actually, from Cincinnati, and visiting. I said, Dad, this is crazy. I don't really know this guy that well, but let's go spend the day with him and make some hot sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we drove over to Oakland. We made hot sauce all day. We watched the Warriors win the playoffs.
Nice.
It was awesome. It was like one of the best days I'd ever had, and I never looked at my computer once. I was a slave to my computer in the tech business.
Of course.
Right? All like emails and issues and just tackling it all the time. And this was one day I had taken off and I just touched peppers. I cut the peppers. We grinded the peppers. We added all the ingredients. And I said, wow. What an easy product, right? If I had one sauce that I could move, and I was thinking to myself, wow, that would be a fun business. I loved making it. So I said, hey, what did this cost today to Ray? Like, let me split it with you. Let me take these bottles. We didn't have any label on them.
Yeah.
And I had gotten known for this brand, Dude Seriously, because I would go to concerts and I would hold up a sign that said Dude Seriously. You know, the guy who walks
Right.
around the concert with the sign. Mine said,
I
Dude
usually
Seriously.
befriend that guy, so.
Right, so I would walk around with a huge pool noodle, and I would put Dude Seriously on it, and people would be like, oh, hey, I'm by the Dude Seriously pool noodle, find us,
Yeah.
whatever. And so I started making shirts with that, and I started like this little brand, basically, and when hot sauce fell into my lap, I said, ooh, I'm going to stick my label on that and call it Dude Seriously Hot Sauce.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And so I was in San Francisco. I had 2 babies. We moved back to Cincinnati. And here I am. I'm doing Dude Seriously. Oh, so then I was like, all right, I got to blow this thing up.
Yeah.
Right? So I took out ads on WEBN and a whole bunch of different radio stations. And people started coming to Jungle Jim's asking for the sauce. They said, hey, where's this Dude Seriously hot sauce? And so they called me, and they were like, hey, we need that hot sauce in here. And I was like, all right, now we're on
Doing
to
some damage.
Let's do some business.
Yeah, that's
So
so
that's
cool.
how it started. That was the grind.
That's amazing. And now it's like, didn't you do like a hot sauce vending machine at some point too?
Yeah.
I think I was
Yeah.
doing a little research and I'm like, I want to make sure I had the story right.
Yeah. So one of the issues in hot sauce is like, all right, how do you move this hot sauce?
Right.
So so here I am. I don't know anything about hot sauce, and I got to figure out the hot sauce game. You look on you guys know. Look at your shelves. There's 1,000 competitors.
Right.
Right. So how do you set yourself apart? Now, and how do you? And another thing is, I came here in Jungle Jams. We did the Weekend of Fire, and I won the Weekend of Fire 2 years in a row, 2018 and 19. They haven't had it since.
Right.
So I'm really
You shut it down. You're the final
yeah,
champion.
I was like, boom. They were like, we can't do this anymore.
The ultimate
You're so
festival.
good. Yeah. I loved all the competitors. That was the thing. Everyone has great sauces. Everyone's on the grind, right?
Yeah.
And everyone's making a small margin on these things. And I was thinking, how do you help these guys instead of being a competitor? Because I didn't want us to look at each other competitively.
Right.
Because how does that help us?
No, not
right?
at all.
Where someone's trying to take the spoon out of your mouth. And I was like, all right, how do we put spoons in all of our mouths? And I was thinking, all right, it's really hard to make a huge batch of sauce if you're a small company.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you get that distribution, right? I can make, 1,000 bottles, 5,000 bottles, but outside of that, it's going to be a big operation.
Right.
So I was thinking, but with 5,000 bottles, you could supply hot sauce vending machines across the country.
Yeah.
So my goal is, and I rolled out the first one at this place called the Oakley Kitchen down in Oakley.
I love the Oakley Kitchen. Great spot.
Great spot, great food. I recommend everyone goes there. Buy my sauce.
Yeah.
Dude, seriously.
It'll go on everything too. I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there like, oh, I could put that on a little of that show you chicken from Oh No Licious. That was my first lot down there.
Yeah. There are awesome people down there. That's a great product. My sister actually lived in Hawaii and came back and was like, this is authentic Hawaiian food.
Oh, that's good to
And
know
was
too.
Stoked about it.
Because I was just like, I went to Hawaii once 20 years ago. I think it tastes good, so I'm gonna go
Right.
with it. Yeah.
Right. It's advanced palate, right?
Sure.
I mean, it's Spam burgers.
Right.
But are like cuisine style.
Exactly,
So
which is so fun. And now people get really weird about Spam for some reason.
I'm
It's like-
a little weird about Spam.
I was the first time, and then
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, this is great. This makes in a contextual setting. It really makes a lot
When
of
you're
sense."
bathing in it.
right?
When
Exactly.
you're bathing in 10
the
gallons of
spam bath. Oh, you spoiled. Yeah, you guys know my next stunt now. It'll be spiced though, dude. Seriously, Spam. So I've been looking at this drip, and I'm just like,
yeah, take the drip.
dude,
man.
it's that's one of those things that's so good.
the drip.
The drip, the literal. Yeah, it's one of those things I'm like, that's so good, I'm willing to embarrass myself on camera to lick it off my finger. You know what I mean?
Well, you look.
Yeah.
Our standards aren't that high here.
No, not anymore. I mean,
what do I need to lick?
Yeah.
What do I need to lick?
Me, after I get out of the bath and chilling.
If it sells a bottle, I'm licking it.
What a cool story, though. And I mean, it's such a cool concept. I'm actually kind of surprised we don't have one of those vending machines here.
You know what?
Did I just get myself in trouble?
No, it's one of the things I was thinking about. It's like, I should probably call Jungle and have him advertise on the side. Here's 36 flavors, but try 1,000 more at Jungle Gyms.
Oh my
At
gosh.
least in Ohio.
That'd be
Jungle, are you listening? Are you out there?
Yeah, he'll watch
Let's
on
talk
YouTube.
about it.
He's a YouTube. He's hot on YouTube right now, so he'll watch this for sure.
Oh, you guys have been so good to me here.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, too.
You know, you really support the local products, and I feel at home here. I demo a lot here. I won the Rising Star Award.
Oh, congratulations.
Here, which was awesome. I think it was the first time they ever did that award. So I'm stoked, and I'm really hoping that the Weekend of Fire comes back.
I heard rumors.
Oh, rumors.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
You know, a lot of it. Yeah, right? I think I could see it.
I'm
Could
ready.
be
I'm ready to sweat again.
a little hat trick action. I'm waiting for your third victory.
Yeah, me too. That would be amazing.
It's really been fun for me. You know, I've been a casual hot sauce enthusiast over the years, but it's been really fun since I started this job to really kind of learn the industry a little bit.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I mean, I didn't know any. I knew that I liked spicy things. That was about the extent of it, right? And it's been really fun to meet people like yourself, just to find this whole, like, there's like a really nice culture behind it. And you said something earlier that made me think back to my musician days. And I still deal with this as like a creator and whatever you want to call what I do. But I loved your comment about putting spoons in everybody's mouth. And I feel like a lot of people don't get that concept and how it's like, we can all eat. You know, the dog bowl is very large. We can all have a drink.
Right.
You know? And there's no need for direct competition. Or, you know, direct in regards to like, I'm taking them out kind of thing.
Right.
So I love your attitude.
Oh, treat thy neighbor as thyself, right? What would you do for yourself?
Right.
Right? You want to help yourself as much as possible, so you help your neighbor.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we're in a crisis with a war going
Yeah.
on between Russia and Ukraine. You just think, like, dude, seriously? Like, why can't we all just get along?
I know.
You know, it's so simple to say, right? But
Of
it's
course.
true. If you act out of love, like, love's the most powerful four-letter word in the English language.
I totally agree with that. I think so long as we keep, look, a lot of us are out there going to keep putting that out there, and I think that's going to be important long term.
Me and you, bud.
Yeah, dude.
Boom,
Seriously,
spread the love.
Let's
Spread the
go.
love. Spread the sauce.
That's right.
There we go.
Exactly. We'll bring a little heat to the party. Well, shit. Should we go try to spread some love in the store?
Yeah, dude, I'd love to meet the people here. Maybe we can even meet some employees too.
Oh, I
see
think
what
it'll be
that's
fun.
all
Yeah,
about.
let's. I haven't met all of them, so this could be a learning experience for us both.
Yeah, they're working hard. Let's give them some free sauce.
Let's not put too much on them.
To get this free bottle of hot sauce, just tell me a moment in your life that made you go, dude, seriously.
It's probably yesterday. My friend was willing to eat a whole entire spoonful of like red chili peppers, and there was like probably 20 pieces on there for $5. He didn't eat it. He chickened out. And I was like, I was so mad.
Dude, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, you got some hot sauce in hand.
I know, I have some Shroff. Sorry.
I was shopping at Jungle Gyms with full hands, and a guy handed me one more thing.
Yeah.
Dude,
And I was like, dude, seriously?
let's see how she does it. Ready? Okay.
Thank you. Is this going on the internet?
It might go on the internet.
I don't know. It's confidential. I can do without the hot sauce.
Perfect.
Here you go, dude.
Hey, you earned it. Thank you so much. You have to tell us a story. So here's the deal.
One time I opened customer service. This was before the store even opened, and a lady came up there, and she tried to get into the customer service. She tried to like open the door, and I was like, "Ma'am, you can't come in there." And then she was like, "What do you mean?" And then security had to get involved. It was crazy. She left the store, came back. It was insane. I was.
Buy anything?
No, she was trying to like break in and get in there and try to, you know.
Well, next time she comes back, give her some of this.
Oh, okay.
So
Are you a shopper? You guys know each other?
He
What is
works in the
it?
store.
Oh, you work
I'm
here.
currently shopping for my lunch right now.
Oh, I thought Mark was friends with all the customers.
I'm trying to be friends with all the customers romantically now. You have to tell us a story that makes us say, dude, seriously?
Yeah, okay, cool. So it was 4th grade, right? Second to last day of, end of school. And we went to a roller skate rink, and I was like, I never roller skated in my life before, all right? I'm a little Hispanic kid. That's like the least thing I'll ever do. And I was trying to impress this one girl who was like flying around everywhere, and I'm like, damn, dude, I gotta be like that. I gotta, get her a little number or something. I gotta do something cool. So I like get off the railings where I was, and I was trying to do like a little spin move, and I thought I was doing good. for a while, and there was like these big circles of light everywhere, and I was like, oh, I want to touch one of the lights because I was young, and then I slipped and I landed on my elbow, and then I heard her go, ugh, and then I broke my arm. So that was great, but I didn't know.
Pretty terrible.
Put that on it.
Hey, ma'am, have you paid for your food yet? I'm from a company called Dude Seriously, and we're gonna give you $100 right now to pay for your groceries, courtesy of Dude Seriously, just because you're awesome, and I think it'll make a difference in your life.
Dude, seriously?
Here you go, guys, free bottle of hot sauce. Look, see, it's tough. It's tough to get hot sauce.
It is,
Only
yeah.
a percentage of people love hot sauce.
I think people get so caught on the word hot.
Oh, yeah.
They're just like, oh, I don't like that. And you're like, I bet you do.
Yeah.
I bet it's more up your alley than they think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
You know?
It's funny because when I would demo here,
Yeah.
people go, oh, how hot is it? And I go, I keep it at room temperature.
Right.
It's not that hot. It's like 70. We're giving out random $100 gift certificates. ¿Qué compras?
Tomato.
Tomato.
Yeah.
Solamente. Complimentary of Dude Seriously. Y un voto para ti.
And you even got somebody here filming me.
Oh.
Dude, seriously?
Hey, there you go. How easy was that? Yeah, I think people like it. No one turns down free hot sauce, right? Except for those crazy people who walk down here.
Listen, a level of lunacy I was not prepared for.
I heard they were trying to break into customer service earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, sir. You like hot sauce? Giving you a free bottle of Dude Seriously hot sauce. How about that? Oh, yeah. Did you pay for your food yet? I'll tell you what, I'm gonna make your day. $100 for you. Free groceries. Compliments of Dude Seriously hot sauce right here. Spread the word. You tell your friends today I was at Jungle Gyms and I got $100 in free groceries just from Dude Seriously.
This is my home day to shop.
I love it. What a good day.
No other place. Appreciate that, guys.
You're very welcome.
Dude, seriously, I can't believe it. You made my day.
People at the title office printed my titles upside down.
Dude, seriously?
Dude, seriously?
That's a good one.
Thank you.
What are you doing with all this, what is this, lettuce?
Chickens and ducks.
That's a chicken and that's a duck?
Well-
Free bottle of Dude Seriously for you, Brenda.
Dude,
what do you do here, Brenda? Do you know this guy, Mark?
I do, Mark. How you doing?
So we're not introducing anybody
Nope, he
here?
knows
Nothing
me.
special?
Yeah, we actually met in a
history?
funny way in that I missed her coming out of her car one day in the parking lot, and it was almost my first vehicular homicide on property. So it was a good way to meet each other, but we're cool now, I think.
Well, that's a Dude Seriously moment right there. Here you go. There you go.
Dude, seriously?
I had a lady return some crabs one day, and she had froze them alive and wanted to return them because they were dead.
Oh my goodness.
So I guess she was going to get them out of the freezer and thaw them back out, and they were going to come to life.
Oh, of course.
But dude, seriously?
Kai, thanks so much for your time. I had a great time. It was really, really kind of you to go ahead and buy all those people their groceries. And I think you've set an incredibly high bar for the future guests of the show. And that's on all of you future guests. So like I said, we're just taking care. We're cleaning up stuff. We're trying to prevent as much spoilage as possible. You can see around. Power's out. It's crazy. I never thought I'd get to experience this, but had to document it somehow. So I'm back here in Beer and Wine right now, right? That's a second plug for Beer Fest. But more importantly, as I said earlier, I want to introduce you to the fine folks of Beatbox Beverages. Maybe you saw them on Shark Tank, but if not, you definitely saw them on the Jungle Gyms podcast. And like I said earlier in the show, they are going to be providing the drink of your summer. I cannot wait. I just got to try their juicy mango. I think I talked about it in the interview. It may have been in my pre-roll that I cut out, but the juicy mango flavor is amazing. They've got a bunch of great flavors. It's fun. It's in a resealable box, but don't hear about it from me. Meet the CEO and the whole team of Beatbox Beverages. Okay, everyone. So this is our first official Zoom meeting on the show. It's not even a Zoom meeting, but Zoom became like the Kleenex of tissues. It's actually a Google Meet, if I'm being specific. But I'm here with the Beatbox family. So why don't you all go around the room and I'll make it somewhat easy. Justin, you start up here. Tell us who you are and what you do for Beatbox. And we'll go from
Sure.
there.
So my name is Justin Fenchel. I'm one of the co-founders and CEO at Beatbox Beverages.
I'm Amy Stedman. I'm a co-founder. I'm COO.
And I'm Brad Schultz. I'm a co-founder and CMO.
Ooh, There's
I'm
a lot of
jealous. I'm
acronyms
jealous I don't
happening.
have a mango. I just have a Starbucks ice green tea, not the juicy mango. I feel.
I've got
I
a,
had to.
Oh.
never too early, even though we've got a board meeting later today. It's never too early.
Well, and that's the beauty. You went with the zero sugar option, so you have a slightly less alcohol content too. This is like, enough for me to get through the interview without embarrassing myself typically. But as we joked about off air, I have the most important thing here, which is not just the Juicy Mango Beatbox, but a job that lets me drink off on the clock, rather, in a professional setting.
Beautiful thing.
Well, tell me about Beatbox, and by me, I mean the audience. Like, why? What is so special about the brand? What is so exciting about it? Aside from that, you're coming to Jungle Gyms now.
Yeah, well, that's the most exciting, right? But no, I think what everyone should know about us, right? So we all created something that is the convergent. We created this about 7-8 years ago now, but we had this idea to merge this amazing category that was becoming very popular of box wine. It's affordable, it's convenient. You can bring it to the pool, to the lake, to the beach, whatever, tailgate. With this explosion of the flavored malt beverage segment, which has been around a long time, Twisted Tea, Mike's Hard Lemonade, Limeritas, and merging those together, centering it around bringing people together and good times, usually with music. The name Beatbox, we love music festivals. So if you're going to, there never should be a party without music. So there should never be a party without Beatbox. So it's kind of that combination of all of the affordability, convenience, eco-friendly of box packaging with the super fun, delicious flavors of a RTD. So that's where we're at.
I love that. I think that's a brilliant answer too. And I got to tell you, as silly as this sounds, but resealable packaging, brilliant. Like
absolutely
all kinds of brilliant. Like, and that's, I mean, the beverage is excellent, but the idea that I can actually not knock it over in the pool. I know the people at my HOA are thrilled about it.
No one wants to be dancing with their $15 vodka soda and someone bumps into them and then it's on the ground and now you have to go and get another one. This one you can close up, throw it to your friend on the boat, dance with it. Don't worry about it. It's a total win.
Justin, how do you know what I do in my spare time?
I've seen the videos, Mark.
Yeah, right. It's starting to become a problem for me. No, I love that. And again, on the recyclability, and I think that's a really cool thing we're starting to see in a lot of this market. I've seen this a lot. It's been a really popular thing with Liquid Death, for example, their whole anti-plastic campaign. But it's nice. It also, and there's maybe no science to this, but I also think that these hold the temp longer. For, you know what I mean? Like I tend to find I'm like, oh, it's actually still cold. I was a little surprised by that. I don't know if that says more about my slow drinking habits, but
yeah. Tetra packs are like the most carbon efficient packaging, and then they're also recyclable, so that's good.
That's beautiful.
And it's not carbonated. So who wants to drink the last of a carbonated seltzer or another beverage sitting around?
Yeah, no one.
Good to go.
Yeah, that last few sips, that's always like the worst part of the day, realistically. Right. And it's one of those things, we've been tolerating it for so long, but thanks to Beatbox, we don't have to do that anymore.
Good to the last drop.
You never need that last sip of horribleness anymore.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Sorry, I had that moment of just thinking about it, that last awful. I won't go too deep in that. I don't want to ruin the audience's appeal.
See, now you're never going to drink anything but Beatbox.
It's what's really funny is I have been drinking so much of it lately. So now that it's coming into the store, that is, and I guess maybe this is a good time to plug that too. So obviously it is coming into Jungle Gyms, and I think Amy, you had the specific dates, but you guys are going to do some demos for us in store, right?
Yeah, we're so excited to be in the stores. On Saturday, May 28th from noon to 4 p.m., we're going to be in the Eastgate location. And then Sunday, May 29th from noon to 5 p.m., we're going to be in the Fairfield location. So come by, try some Beatbox.
Yeah, we recommend getting there on Thursday or Friday. Buy a bunch for your weekend, then go back and try them and get more for the rest of the weekend. If you get it on Sunday, you missed half of Memorial Day weekend. It's too late.
That's so true. Well, you all have expanded the brand quite a bit right now, too, because I know I was talking to Rachel about this a few months ago, and I got to try a few months ago. I think it was honestly right before I started the show last fall even. And I got a great lineup of stuff. And I had the, as I'm referring to them, the leaded ones. But I like that you're moving into zero sugar supremacyville, which makes me really happy.
You know, we started this company in our mid-20s, and now we're in our, I'll call it mid to late, for me, mid to late 30s. And, you know, as we've grown older, you know, and folks that have been a part of the brand for a long time, it's similar to the evolution of, you know, you have sugar, Red Bull, you don't care, Red Bull, Coca-Cola when you're, you know, in your early 20s, and then all of a sudden you're in your 30s and you're like, you know what, maybe I'll go with sugar-free Red Bull, or maybe I'll go with Gatorade Zero. And so, you know, for the brand extension, we thought it was just a really kind of cool play to extend the life cycle of the brand. Of course, there's the, you know, the 11% is, you know, the occasion base for the party.
Yeah.
But for those, you know, for that don't want that full, I like that, the leaded version of the 11%, there's that zero sugar option as well.
They taste awesome too. And the thing I noted about this, because the mango is the first of the zero sugars I've tried, but none of the hallmarks of the focus groups when they try zero sugar products, like, oh, it tastes like this. Honestly, it's, to me, pretty indistinguishable from the leaded versions as far as flavor goes. Like, it's still really potent. I gotta say, of all the flavors I've tried, this juicy mango is really, really good. It is taking me a bit of how should I say, effort to not just drink it all in front of you. It's incredibly crushable. That's the expression.
Oh, there we go.
You
You
know?
could say that.
Yeah.
I think taste. If there's one thing you're going to know about Beatbox, it's that we focus on taste first and foremost. And one of our good mentors, advisors here locally is Tito from Tito's Vodka.
Oh, cool.
And he told us early on a story. He's like, you can have all the marketing, all the bells and whistles on your packaging. It can be the coolest thing, but at the end of the day, the dogs have to like the dog food. And so you can get people to try a product with gimmicky marketing once, but it's got to taste good. And we obsess over the taste. So all the flavors are super simple. They're all nostalgic, classic flavors that you've had somewhere, but you haven't really been done in alcohol. And so we just keep it really simple ingredients, and you know.
Yeah, I think people are always blown away. They see the packaging, they're not sure, is it going to be this really sweet, really carbonated, high alc thing, and they try it, and they're always like, holy, can I say holy shit? Like, this thing's really
after hours.
Yeah. They're like, this thing is really outstanding. So to Brad's point, you have to win on taste, otherwise people buy it once and they don't come back.
I'm so sorry, Amy.
I have to mention, you can also throw them in the freezer and they make slushies as well. So for the summer, try a boozy Beatbox snow cone. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I know you all have been really active on social. I think I was watching on Instagram or TikTok or one of those with the slushies. I was just like, I had that thing where I just kept sliding my glasses up like, all right, tell me more. I keep threatening. We have a little pool, as it were, outside of the store here in Fairfield. And I keep threatening that I'm going to do a whole episode from the pool out front in the parking lot. And I feel like this is like a perfect beverage for it. You know?
If you bring us back for that one, we got to join you, because that's, well, summer's here. So
yeah, right. Exactly. Summer never left. I feel like at this point, I actually might even go in on Memorial Day weekend. So who knows? Maybe it's during the tasting. This is the threat to the audience.
Get your sample from Mark in the pool, you know, just pouring them out.
I promise I won't drink it first. Yeah, but I do have to serve it to everybody like a mother bird.
Yeah.
What were some of the challenges that you all faced in both creating the brand and then maybe even in regards to, you know, nailing the flavors?
Oh, man, the challenges are endless trying to make it as an independent brand in the alcohol industry, especially with, you know, the three of us have zero prior experience in, other than being a consumer. You know, we had no experience in actually making this. And so it was challenging. First was even just figuring out, what are the laws? What can you do? What can you not do? What can you call the product? What base can you use? How can you make it? You know, you can't just make it in your bathtub anymore, right? So, you know, there's all these, you know, crazy laws. And so figuring all that out for the first few years was really, really hard. And then from there, it was, you know, figuring out distribution, right? So it's not like, you know, we've been amazing in marketing and we've done all these music festivals and we were on Shark Tank, you know, and got a deal with Mark Cuban and 10 million people saw that, but we can't sell it really direct to customers. We can't sell direct to your store. All has to be done through distribution, and figuring out the right group of distributors that could service the stores we needed the right way. That was, you know, years in the making. You know, we've been at this for, you know, 7-8 years. And so it's been a lot of learning, a lot of pivoting. But man, the alcohol space is no joke. It is difficult to get into. So we're really grateful to be where we're at today, and to expand as far and as fast as we have. So you'll be seeing Beatbox in a lot more stores too in the country here over the next couple of years.
Yeah, I love that. And, you know, I keep going back, and I'm not going to just gloss over the Shark Tank thing. We're getting back to that. But I really love that you brought up earlier about like the idea of there being this kind of musical element to it. Have you ended up sponsoring any music festivals, or are there any upcoming ones I should be aware of? I see that excitement, Brad.
We have an incredible roster of festivals. I mean, we, like Justin, I think, said, the idea for Beatbox came from going to Electric Daisy Carnival back when they're still in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And so that experience is literally the impetus of Beatbox. And so this year, I think we'll sponsor over 70 music festivals, and returning to the Mecca, which is Electric Daisy Carnival, Las Vegas, this weekend. Oh, yeah.
That should be amazing.
Oh yeah, we do. I mean, it's remarkable. I think they'll have 7,000 cases on site, and we do country festivals. We'll do Rolling Loud in Miami. We'll do Electric Forest.
Not too far from y'all. We have in September Lost Lands in Columbus.
Oh, cool.
Which is a big one. And we've done Breakaway Music Festival in Columbus. That's
another good one. Yeah.
We've done quite a bit. But if there's any that you know of that you want us to do in Cincinnati, we're all in.
Okay, cool. I'm in. That would be fun too. I've wanted to check out Lost Lands forever, so I feel like that's one that now I have a reason to.
I've never been, and I know it's a certain genre of electronic. I'm a big electronic music fan. It's more of like the dubstep kind of vibe, but the visuals and the imagery there, like all the T-Rexes around, it looks super cool.
That's where I'm at with it. I was just like, yeah, you're telling me I can go have a good time in a field and dinosaurs? Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. It's like living in real life Jurassic Park, you know?
Yeah. Well, that was one of my main reasons for joining this team and this company, is to get access to music festivals. So that's pretty much why we're doing it, you know?
That's why I do a podcast. I'm just like, hello, press access. You know,
you don't know I have a podcast.
Yeah, like it has nothing to do with food, but I just enjoy music. Let me scream about it. So, no, that's really cool. Well, that might be a fun team.
My job is dancing with people that also love blue raspberry and fruit punch flavors. You know,
I have a blue raspberry chilling in the fridge right now. I have a feeling that'll be my follow up. This is my appetizer. The entree is blue raspberry. I also have tropical punch in there too. I'm excited about that.
Right.
Okay, I gotta touch on the Shark Tank thing. So obviously, Mark Cuban, you know, I'd read about that and I was like, that's so cool. What was that experience like?
I mean, Brad, do you want to jump into it? I can kick it off. I can chime in. I mean, it was super surreal, right? So we were at a point where we had a product. It was in stores. We had just got a distributor. We had just outsourced manufacturing. It was like, okay, we've checked a lot of boxes, and we're no longer in grad school. It's like this is an actual company now. And so we went to raise money, and of course, you know, we're doing dozens of hours of tasting, and we're, you know, at least 12 to 15 hours a weekend where we're sampling, and everyone would be like, oh, you know, you should go on Shark Tank. And this was in 2014, as if you just walked onto the show and like, you know, you just did it. Yeah, just go to Sony Picture Studios. They'll just let you right in. And so we applied and ended up making it. Of the 80,000 companies that applied for season 6, we were one of 108 that made it on air. They say you have a better chance of randomly applying to Harvard and getting in than like getting on the Shark Tank. So it was like a once in a lifetime experience as an entrepreneur. We described it as the Super Bowl of entrepreneurship for us. We finished it though, not like the Bengals, which they should have done it. But we you know, you're running your company, you're preparing, and you're watching all the episodes, you're reading all the Sharks books. So it's like this crazy experience for about 3-4 months. And then, you know, getting to the show, they filmed the whole season in 2 weeks. And so there's at least 60, 70 companies all there with you, but you can't say a word to them at all other than, you know, oh, it's sunny outside today. Right. And so then you go out there and they make you wait for hours and hours. And then you walk into the tank and there's no music playing and there's no cuts. There's no edits. It's just like, they only know your name and your company name. And you just stand there and look at them and they say, go, and you go. And you feel like you're in this alternate reality because you've watched all the episodes from the outside and now you're like inside.
Well, you're interacting with the characters of your favorite TV show as if you're in some other universe.
Yeah, it really was the
Very
ultimate.
surreal.
I can't even imagine.
We still have to watch the episode to know what actually happened because I think we left our bodies for a good period of time there.
It really was like an out of body experience, but we were so prepared. You know, we had a whole Google Doc of probably 100 questions that we recorded ourselves answering to see not only what the answers sounded like, but also how we looked saying them. Just super prepared. And so we were on the offensive the whole time. And we kind of riffed on Kevin and Mr. Wonderful and his love of like fancy wines. And we were this neon box wine. And so we had a lot of fun in there. And I think Mark, you know, having a couple cups of the blue raspberry definitely helped too to get on the number. But all in, it was such a great experience. And Mark's been super helpful. You know, he's come and done tastings with us at some liquor stores. He's given us, you know, incredible advice, met with us, done events with us. So we couldn't be more, and his brother, Jeff Cuban, is on our board of directors. So.
Oh, that's super, super cool.
So
What
we
a
had
wild experience.
Jeff Cuban later today, so that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, good times. Well, tell him I said hello, even though that means literally nothing. But that's what a cool
The Mavericks are all, you know, they couldn't be more excited. The Mavericks are in the Western Conference Finals. So it's always good to email them, you know, after a Mavs win, because you usually get a pretty happy response. So.
It's a good week for them. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, what a cool story. What a cool brand. I'm excited to have this here in Jungle Gyms. Maybe this is a silly question. Have any of you been to the store before? It's okay if no. I anticipated that.
Yeah, no, but from everything we've heard, it sounds like a one-of-a-kind experience.
Yeah.
It's famous. My dad lives outside of Pittsburgh, and he makes a trip out there often. So I've definitely heard about it, but we're based in Austin, Texas. We're way too far away, but we need to come see y'all soon.
Right.
Well, we'll trade places. I can. You can take me around to Buc-ee's. I keep saying everybody. I was like, oh, that's like the Jungle Gyms of convenience stores.
Yes, we will definitely take you down there.
That would be fun. And Amy, for real, if your dad ever comes in, send him my way. If he's coming to the store, I'll make it worth his while. So,
your dad will be so stoked. Thank you.
After that Taste of Italy podcast last week, I feel like I need to go just to try all those tortellinis. Those
oh my gosh,
unbelievable.
I'm trying to get somebody to come in and do like a live pasta making demo, so I can kind of follow up with that too. It'd be great. So, yeah, I'm always down, Justin. So you say the word, I'll make time for you.
All right.
All right. A quick serious note outside of this, I can always edit out. Is there anything else that you all want to make sure gets broadcast to the audience in this that I didn't ask or we didn't cover yet?
I think our Weave Funder is ending like a few days after you would post this. I don't know if we want to mention that or no.
Yeah, I mean, so we opened up, and it's only going to be open for another 2 weeks. A crowdfunding campaign, so people can actually own equity in the business if they want to.
Oh wow,
might be fun for people to check out if they are interested.
Cool. So here, we'll just set that up, and we'll say that. Well, anything else fun coming down the pipeline? Anything cool that you will have your hands in that we should be aware of? Talk about the Weave Funding thing. Sorry. Yeah. So I'll do that one more time.
Amy, you do it.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I always that all happens literally every time, and then we all look at each other. We're like, oh shit.
Should I just say?
So what do you got coming down the pipeline? Anything else fun that we should be aware of?
Well, actually, something that's coming to an end very soon is our We Funder crowdfunding campaign. And so we opened up a campaign last year to invite our fans and our friends to come be owners of the business with us. And so you can check it out at wefunder.com/beatbox. That's coming to an end at the end of May here in 2022. We just opened a new campaign and coming to an end. So if you want to check out the business and learn more about us, that's another spot to visit.
It's pretty cool. There's actually almost 3,000 investors in Beatbox. And, you know, everyone from Mark Cuban and Rob Dyrdek to a bunch of DJs, Louis the Child, Party Favorite, to tons of people that just put in $100, $150 who believe in what we're doing. And it's really cool to be have them part of the journey and growing with us.
Yeah, that's a sweet lineup too. I mean, how could you say no to that? I think I'm about to jump in too.
Well, Rob Dyrdek, another
Well, I'm secretly really just hoping that I had you all on here to pitch as I could be your next brand representative. I saw you did the cranberry with dog face. I'm thinking that we need maybe a Jungle Jim's banana bunch flavor. I'll send the emails out.
Put it on the radar.
Yeah,
please.
We'll get Dot of Life to come in and do bananas and champagne.
That would be hilarious.
So good.
I'm on board. So you say the word, I'm down.
This is how things happen right here.
Yeah. I was like, I figured out TikTok now, so I feel kind of dangerous in the social space. So whatever you all need, let's do something fun. Well, all kidding aside, though, I mean, well, I guess I'm not kidding. I really do want that flavor. But I really appreciate all of your time today. I look forward to the launch of the product in stores. And everybody listening, definitely come out and give this a sample. This is going to be your new summer drink. You're going to throw out the claw and grab a box.
The summer of Beatbox. Come on.
Yeah, crank it up.
Let's party.
Turn it up to 11, as we like to say.
Hey, everyone at Beatbox. Thank you so much for your time and coming on the show. I'm really looking forward to you sending me to Lost Lands Festival and all of your other fun festivals you're sponsoring this year. And let me, while I'm at it, throw a quick shout out to one of your teammates, Rachel. Rachel, you've been in touch with me since probably even right before I started the show, and you've been really great in getting me connected with everybody. I appreciate you. I appreciate getting to sample the product, too. It's been a great time. So, as you can see now, we're hiding out in the soda aisle. If you haven't been to Jungle Jim's, you can see it's a pretty long run. We've got well over 100 feet of different sodas. I believe the last count were over 1,000 different varieties. And since we were doing a root beer special, I went through every single root beer available that at the time of shooting. And I counted, no joke, over 60 varieties of root beer alone. So you know we've got a lot of stuff. And we tried a couple on the show. So let me introduce you to Chris and his root beer bracket. And by the way, if you want to play along, shoot me an email. Pause right now. Shoot me an email at podcast@junglejims.com. Chris has provided us his root beer bracket if you want to play this game at home. Okay, take it from here. Back to the studio. All right, everyone. So today on the show, I thought we'd do something fun. Every so often, people reach out to me with fun ideas for the program. I get very excited about that. And my pal Chris here reached out. We were doing some stuff around Beer Fest and another secret festival that's coming soon, which is why I brought Nick in here as well.
Secret time.
Back to the show, buddy. Chris, tell us a little bit about yourself and why we're here today.
So, hi, everybody. I'm Chris Gordy, and we're here to taste some root beers today. Awesome. And we're going to taste some really good root beers. All the root beers are from right here in the store, right here at Jungle Jim's.
Look at that. I didn't even have to coach him on
there. You go. I know where my place is, and I'm right here at Jungle Jim's. So I've been a fan of root beer all my life, like a lot of people have been.
Sure.
But years ago, when I was actually at the store, I was with my son, who at the time was a little guy, and I said, "Hey, buddy, do you want to grab a root beer while we're here?" I get the nod, yeah. So I go, "Oh, well, let's just choose one." Well, there's too many.
Sure.
That's like choosing a blade of grass out of a yard. So I said, well, why don't we get like 3 and we'll just choose the best one. And after that, every year we've gotten 6 new root beers from here, and we take them home and we have friends and family over, and it's just this, we judge them, and it comes down to a winner every year. And that winner from one year will go up against the new winner of the next year. So it's a constantly moving thing. And 2, we haven't done like big major brands like Dad's, A&W, stuff like that. Things that I probably
mug is very important.
It's very important right
probably
now.
Status quo mug.
Names that I wasn't supposed to say, but I did anyway. So we try to stay away from that. I mean, we're staying with the small batch root beers. Oh man, there's so many out there.
It's like the March Madness of root beers.
It really is.
I'm all in for it.
It is.
We need we need a bracket challenge, and we need $10 a player.
Come on, everybody, tip in.
It's funny that you say that.
Up.
That's actually how we do it. It's a bracket every year.
Yeah.
So you start out with the 6, and you pick 2 of them. 1 out of the 2 wins. At the next 2, 1 out of those 2 win. Those 2 go together. 1 out of the third couple, they win, so they go against them. And then the top one at the bottom, that's the winner overall for this year. And then it goes up against last year's winner.
How do you measure which one is better than the other one?
Just by taste alone.
Just purely taste.
Perfect.
Purely taste. So it's got to taste like, I hate to really just say it's got to taste like root beer, but I mean it needs that original sassafras root flavor.
Cool.
With sugar, and you can always tell when somebody's using like a lot of corn syrup or a lot of real sugar.
Yeah.
And it can really fool you because some of them have one year after year, and it's like, oh man, they used corn syrup in that. Yeah, but it was good. But it's still got that really nice sassafras root flavor in it, and that's what we're going for.
We're going
now
root forward.
You can overdo it.
Sure.
There's too much sassafras in there. Well, now it's just really bitter.
Yeah.
There's not enough sugar and other things in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You're like looking for like a little of that like creamy mouth feel in there too. There's like a good. I'm pretty excited about this. When you hit me up about this, you got to do the hands too. So
creaminess.
It's got to make you happy, man.
I'm excited about that. Well, so let's talk about the lineup. So the first two we have here, those are the ones that you tried in previous years, correct?
Yes.
Some of your favorites.
So that is. Let me see which
Yeah.
ones. Yeah, you got Margot's Bark and Dog and Suds. So every year a previous winner goes up against this year's winner. Dog and Suds won 3 years in a row. Margot's Bark won 2 years in a row.
Okay.
So those are the only root beers that have actually won more than one
Multiple
time.
years?
Yeah. They've won more than once. And so we do it blind too. I should back up a little bit.
Oh.
So it's blind.
Okay.
So the only person that actually knows who's getting what in what cup is me.
Okay.
So, and underneath each cup, if you'd like to do this at home, underneath each cup, so I'll write A on one cup and B on the other one.
Okay.
And then I'll put those bottles on the counter where they're supposed to be. That bottle on A, that bottle on B. That way I can tell them apart.
Yeah.
So then when they say, oh no, this one won and it was A, then I know to take A and put it somewhere where I know this is the winner's circle, and the other one, I'll drink it later.
This is the most elaborate root beer tasting I've ever heard of in my life.
I love it though.
And you know what? I'm here for it.
Yeah.
When Chris hit me up about this, I was like, I'm incredibly intrigued.
Yeah.
Can you tell me more?
Yeah. I think it's the first guest I ever was like, I'm putting it on the calendar right now with no research.
I'll
in
see you
advance.
on July 7th.
Well, let's test through. Let's try. I mean, I know we're not going to go blind on this one, but it'll still be fun. So
I'm gonna start you guys off with. This is a favorite that I had in Illinois.
Okay.
Dog and Suds. So this is whoever wants to be next.
Sure.
So this is, I mean, I knew that it was going to win. It's just one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've always been curious about this bottle too, so I'm glad this is actually secretly this segment really.
So
just
we used to actually go to the burger joint, Dog and Suds.
Yeah. Okay.
Drive-in style.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you'd go in. They had the I don't know. They called it the Western Burger. There wasn't anything Western about it, but
you ever wonder though why
the root beer was excellent?
Well, all of these drive-ins have their own root beer. That's a thing. I mean, Nick, you guys just took me to a drive-in recently, and they made their own root beer too, which I thought was good. But it was kind of funny that I'm like, why is that a thing? Of all of the types of colas.
See, I really like this one. You could taste that sassafras. You could taste the sugar.
I'm officially done doing a taste test.
This is good.
That's your favorite?
Here we go. Cheers, brothers.
That's really good.
Cheers. Here's to you out there.
Man, that is... it really has the good sassafras.
I was just going to say,
It
I'm like,
does.
okay. And in instantly tasting this, I was like, okay, I now know how to pick the root beers you'll like.
Oh, yeah. This is just...
It's really balanced too.
And it's
like,
got vanilla in it. You can taste the vanilla.
Yeah, you get a little vanilla, you get a little of the sweet, but you still get enough of the bitterness of the root without that's good.
Yeah, the sassafras should really come on the backside where you can feel it on your tongue when you're done drinking it.
Yes.
Like if you go, you can feel it on your tongue. It's like after you eat black licorice and you can always feel it on your tongue. So
Right.
same thing.
Yeah.
There's still a
Perfect.
little left. Did you want some more?
No, thank you.
Okay, there you go. There we go. Now we got an empty.
You know,
All right.
I think
That's our first empty.
All right, let's go on. Let's go for some Margot's, shall we?
Margot's Bark that won 2 years in a row.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah. So I actually looked this company up. I always do when we have a winner. I look up the company because then I'm like, oh, I want to learn a little bit more about them. So Margot's Bark, I actually found out they do take care of like stray animals.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And so they make this root beer, and the proceeds go to their care facility.
Oh, that's really cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it is darker, a little thicker.
It's a little bit darker.
It's got a slightly stronger root. The sassafras scent comes through a little stronger
And it has
too.
a darker smell to it. That's
I love it.
the right way to say that.
It is now.
Oh, but that's still good. So it's a milder one than
Yeah.
Dog and Suds, but still just that light balance of a good root beer.
This is really interesting. It's got more carbonation. It's overall lighter in flavor, it tastes like. But it's interesting because I expected them to be somewhat similar, but they're actually pretty dissimilar.
They are.
I was gonna say it's a different taste than Dog and Suds, but it's good in its own profile.
Yeah.
Like it's a different feel of root beer.
Yeah, Margot's Bark was the one that actually beat
right.
out Dog and Suds in a blind taste test.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it beat it out.
Interesting.
That's good. So far, so good. We're off to a good start.
Oh man, those are good.
All right, so what do we got coming up? So these are two new ones that you haven't
I
tried.
have never had these.
Oh, these are great names too. And you said something
They
before
are.
that I almost joked about. But we got BJ's root beer.
Yeah.
Handcrafted BJ's, and then we're gonna sip on some balls too, because I haven't had balls.
We sure
root beer.
are.
So which is up first? Should we just pour them both, and then we can have the side by side cups?
I think we can have some balls. In
Everybody,
the BJ
pass me
right
your
now.
balls cup.
Okay.
Balls cup.
Here. Oh yeah, I'd like to do an empty cup for the balls.
Sounds good. Yeah. All right.
I like
I'll put
my
them
balls in
this
dirty
order.
cups.
Yeah.
The second one, this was yours, right? The second cup you handed me.
It doesn't matter. It
Oh,
was
they were both
clean.
empty. All right,
Yeah.
perfect.
I always like to start clean.
Smart.
Yeah.
Gotta get a shower in.
Balls has no smell, and I
Really?
expected it to have a smell.
At least
yeah.
a musty smell to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something. I expected something.
A little must.
A little
Yeah.
scent.
Yeah, I didn't get anything out of that. Yeah.
Nothing like the other two.
And there's a little sip. Lucky, if you want any of the leftovers.
Lucky's not a soda guy.
Yeah, no, he's too cool.
He's
for
not a
that.
balls man.
He's more of an avocado and Vegemite guy.
Sorry, Lucky, it is true, but I still love you. All right, to the balls.
Your balls are a little more bitter than I thought they'd be.
Wow, yeah,
Yeah.
way more bitter.
Yeah, a lot.
I thought
a lot more.
A lot of
bitter.
carbonation.
a lot of
Yeah,
carbonation.
there is.
A lot of carbonation.
It's really weird because it's like I feel like it is sweet, if that makes sense. Like my tongue is like this is sweet,
Yeah.
but it doesn't taste sweet.
No,
It
it
doesn't
doesn't
have that
No.
hard root beer taste to it either.
No.
Yeah, that's really. I mean, it's not bad. It's very mild root beer. Oh, this is a corn syrup one, and I think the first two were both cane sugar. If I'm not
Were they
mistaken.
really? I'm gonna look up dog.
I think at least Margot's was cane sugar. I think there's a little thing on the upper right corner of the label, right?
Margot's is all natural cane sugar.
And that one also pure cane sugar.
Pure cane sugar.
I bet we'll find that's a trend here. Okay,
Yep.
balls. We'll see how you did compared to BJ's.
All right.
Zero. I don't have any BJ's, boys.
Oh,
We haven't poured it yet.
We haven't poured
We just
the
poured
BJ.
balls first.
I'm a quick ball drinker, I guess. My bad.
really had to.
Drain these.
Really had to suck that down.
All right, cool. Well,
here
it's
we
been
go.
great hosting the show for Jungle Gems.
That's a wrap. Who knew root beer would be the downfall of this show?
Yeah. Okay, this one smells more
You're
intense.
welcome.
This one's almost got a lightly floral scent.
Floral.
Yeah, for real.
Hard to
Smell it.
in
It's
a
got that,
jacket.
again, the sassafras root, but it's almost like a little bit.
It's almost all head.
That's
Yeah, I
all
was gonna
head.
say,
All
it's a
head from
solid-
BJ's? That's great.
It is.
Solid
That's like,
head, man.
yeah, it's like there's barely any
Perfectly named.
at the bottom.
root
So
beer.
now I gotta
I have,
swirl it to
and
get
I
rid
just
of it.
have I have no head in mine.
Really?
Wouldn't be the first.
No,
time.
you don't.
That's amazing. Do you see what I mean about smelling a little floral?
It has a weird smell to it.
Yeah, it's like vanilla and flowers almost. Here we go.
That's a weird flavor. That's a different. I'm not gonna say it's a weird flavor. It's just a different flavor.
It's really, I'm getting a lot of the vanilla.
I can't get past the smell of it because it's
Yeah.
so different than. Like if I smell that, I'm like, oh yeah, that's root beer.
Right.
But you can taste the sassafras in it.
Yeah, you definitely
I mean,
can.
it's in there
For sure.
It's in there.
It's more of a creamier root beer.
I agree with that. That's a great point.
I like it,
It almost
more than
reminds me-
balls.
Yes.
It almost reminds me of like Nitro Pepsi. It has that
Yeah.
weird, flat,
Oh,
creamy
yeah.
nitro taste to it.
Yeah, but I don't think it is a nitro.
I don't think it is nitro, no. But it has that weird nitro vibe.
And is this one also? But again, we like this a little bit more than the last one.
Yeah.
Cane sugar.
Pure cane sugar.
That's awesome. This has been fun,
Ladies
so far.
and gentlemen, just go real.
Yeah, I think that's that's
just
the trick
go
with
real,
everything.
a real sugar.
People get excited about Mexican Coke for the same reason. It's good and it tastes fresh because you use real stuff.
Well, that is good.
Yeah, it is very good.
I'm actually going to have more of it.
So I think I would go, of the 2 new ones, I'm going to go BJ's.
Oh, yeah.
Overall, I think my favorite is Dog and Suds. So
Oh,
far.
it's always my favorite.
I agree with
yeah.
everything you just said.
Always my favorite.
So I wanted to bring a little wrench in the works here because I grew up on the East Coast and we had a lot of birch beer growing up. So I was when we first came to Cincinnati, one of the only places you could find birch beer anymore was Jungle Jim's.
Hey.
And so I always get really excited about it. And I brought a weird one out too. I got one from Hank's, which is like a go-to. That's always a fun time.
Nice.
I don't think we have Pennsylvania Dutch. That's like a personal favorite. But Polar's great. And Polar, I'm hot right now in my personal life about no dyes in foods and beverages if I can do it, which is kind of weird that the energy drink market has so few dyes in their drinks. I think that's great. Shout out to energy drink.
Well, there you go.
But I wanted to bring out 2 different birch beers to see, A, does the dye really matter that much? Or,
Yeah, you know.
Well, we're going to find out. Yeah.
Let's go Hank's first. Pass me some cups, boys.
Here.
So whenever I try to describe birch beer to people, I always say root beer with extra root.
It's reddish.
Yes.
So this is, yeah.
Here you go. This one's for you, Nick.
So the foam is reddish. It's almost got like that
Has a
red cream soda look to it.
Yep. Like a little blood stained in the best
It's
way.
a blood-stained soda.
Yeah. I like all of my food to come from trauma.
To come from a bad place. I like for my food and drink to come from a very dark, bad place.
If you smell it, you get that kind of like minty, rooty smell.
Oh, it does smell minty.
It smells a lot like the balls.
I could see that.
Oh, see, maybe it's just my sniffer. I didn't get a sniff out of the balls at all.
That's pretty good.
It's good.
So it's again kind of the way we describe it. It's a little more of that. You get sometimes in root beer you do get kind of like winter greeny.
Yeah.
So I get a little bit more of that. It's a little less sweet tasting. Hank's does use pure cane sugar. I bet the Polar does not.
No.
Yeah,
Actually,
I feel like
don't.
they can't.
It just can't.
There's like not even an ingredients list
It
on
just
here.
can't.
Way too mainstream for that.
They can't. They can't.
This
tell
is
us
just
what's in
water, corn syrup, artificial flavors.
Yep.
So I think Hank's is a good baseline out there. I've been drinking a lot of the Polar because they came out with a diet version too. So there's like a 0 sugar version of this, and it's clear.
Okay, I'm gonna leave some of the Hanks in one cup.
Yeah, I think that's a smart idea.
Yeah.
All right, boys, pass me your other cups. It's like Crystal Pepsi over here.
Right now, it's your tomorrow.
We're starting a cover band.
Right now.
All right.
There you go.
Here we go. Polar, baby.
It's thrown me off the color difference.
Isn't that weird?
So there, yeah.
I mean, I
But
don't.
smell it. It's got a lot of the same smells. I actually get.
I'm gonna compare it.
I think this one's. I think I like the way the Polar smells better. It's like slightly less minty. It's a little more like vanilla. The
How can we
creamy
go
side.
from 2 different types of colors? What is the difference?
I think really when I'm looking at the backs of the bottles,
Is Hank's more of a beer?
I don't think so. I think it's really just that they put dyes and stuff in it. Yeah, like literally the main difference. This one, the Hank's has yucca extract in it, which I wonder why they have that. There's some emulsifiers in it, which I believe that's what gum acacia is. It has citric acid and red number 40. So they just put dye in it.
Ah, it's the red number 40.
And the Polar is just carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, artificial flavors, and citric acid. So really, it doesn't have the yucca
You
extract.
can taste the corn syrup and the Polar.
Really?
I mean, it hits you the second you take a sip. Like it tastes like you're drinking
Instantly.
sugar water.
Oh man, the diet version's way better. The diet version tastes so much different. I can't believe how disappointed I am in the
wouldn't
Polar
call
right
this.
now.
I wouldn't call that a birch beer.
Yeah, it doesn't really taste as birch
really
beery.
like Hanks a lot.
Yeah,
better.
yeah, I agree with that.
It seems like the flavoring in Hanks is.
It's like 2
it's
different
this layered
drinks to me.
thing.
It's not even, I wouldn't even say that these are
the same drink.
thing.
I almost feel bad. I should have brought the diet one because like the diet one and the Hanks are way more similar in flavor. But I'm guessing that because the diet's probably using Splenda or whatever fake sweetener.
Yeah.
It's probably hitting a more similar note. I am surprised. I came in thinking, I'm like, hey, the Polar one, that's going to be the one that I like a lot. And I do like it, but
This has a rooty taste to it, which is the Hanks, and this has a awfully sugary, watery taste to it.
Yeah, it really does.
It's like a flat Sprite.
Yeah, and it's
Thank you. I was trying to place what
It tastes like a 2-liter Sprite that you've had in your fridge for like 2 days after it's been open.
Yeah.
Or if you left it open overnight next to the box of pizza, and you came downstairs the next day and you grabbed some pizza that's been sitting out all night, and then you chugged out of the Sprite bottle. There you are, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay,
That's
so
what it tastes like.
I think I'm going to go ahead and vote overall in here. I'm going Dog and Suds. That's my
winner is Dog and Suds.
Yeah.
Do something weird?
What do you got?
What do you have?
Oh, all right, folks.
What
We
did
got
he
something
bring
off
us?
camera.
Oh man.
Is it something gross?
Oh, I hope it is.
Is it mug?
I really hope it is.
Yes, it's mug. Yes.
Mug root beer.
Oh, mug root beer.
Oh.
The internet. You know what? We gotta taste this.
Yeah, we gotta do
It's
it.
the ultimate for the audience.
I
out
was
there.
upstairs and I asked Lucky, I said, what are we doing? He goes, we're doing a sampling of root beer. I'm like, are you going to do it? He goes, I'm not a soda guy. I'm only a mug guy. And I was like, that's so lucky.
All right, let's do it.
All right. But should we? Well, no, I don't want to know. Well, actually, I know what it's sweetened with.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
I already know.
high fructose.
It's all the bad stuff.
Yeah.
I already know.
Nice head.
Yeah, it was
Better
like just
2-liter
spraying out of the
bottle.
bottle. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Here, is this the cup you want to use?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm not going to put it in the polar cup
No,
thing.
no.
That water
We
crap.
need like a dump bucket for this.
A dump bucket.
You know
Oh,
what-
we
you
should
know
have
what-
had a spit bucket, so
Yeah.
we could, you could swish some in your mouth and then spit it.
Like we're like a root beer sommelier.
Yeah, or at the window when people walk by. That's.
I'm
cool,
trying
too.
to become a Mountain Dew sommelier, so
I noticed that you've been, getting different flavors.
it is kind of fun.
Is it?
Yeah.
I like
And Nick's helped with some of that.
I enjoy the phone calls. Hey, Nick, I got this really cool Mountain Dew.
Well, corporate sent me one last time, and I was like, Nick, what do you know about this? He's like, nothing. I couldn't get it. And I was like, well.
I did.
I did a commercial for them once.
Oh, the mug smells delicious. I didn't think that was going to be the case. Growing up, I remember when mug came out, I didn't like it. I was an A&W guy.
This is like childhood memories when I smell this.
Memes are lies, folks. That's all I have to say.
It's fine.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it.
It's unremarkable is the way I would review it.
There you go.
It's not the feng shui of root beers.
No.
No.
Look, Dog and Suds, like that tastes like somebody cared. This
Yeah.
tasted like a robot made it. And it's good. It's pretty good.
Hey, don't talk bad about Lucky's drink, damn it.
A robot.
It's all
made
he
it.
has.
I'm sorry.
As
I'm
we
sorry.
look over in the corner and there's a robot with a tear
Yeah.
coming down his little
Right,
face.
Bug.
I made it with love.
I'm sitting here like, it's okay as I continue to drink all of it.
I drank 4 glasses. It's all right.
That's how it gets you, right?
It's so true.
There's something in there that says, this isn't very good. Oh, God, I got it.
Right. It's the actual chunks
I'll tell
of
you
a
right
mug.
now.
Yeah.
I rather have mug root beer than balls root beer.
I would.
I would too.
No, I agree with that.
Mug root beer than that damn thing you have over there.
I know. I'm so sorry. What a terrible.
The watered down Sprite.
Yeah. You know what else I was getting in this one was cotton candy flavor. I kept getting cotton candy flavor when I was tasting
Good
it,
or bad?
which is so
Maybe.
weird. Like when we're done, I'm gonna
did.
go get a bottle of the diet, and I'm gonna have you guys try that and tell me I'm crazy because I swear that one actually tastes good. I feel so. Maybe I didn't know.
fine.
Maybe I've always been wrong. This is
Wow,
the
this
worst
is a-
timeline.
You said you had
Awkward moment for you.
yeah, I'm gonna lay down on the therapy couch after this. Thanks a lot, Chris.
Hey, I'm glad I was here to help you out.
Well, this was fun though. Seriously, thanks for coming in and suggesting this.
Oh,
This is great.
man. Thank you guys for having me.
absolutely.
I
Well-
will always stop by for some good root beer.
Well, we've got a fun event coming up this fall, which I can't. Maybe I shouldn't announce too much on the show yet, but for everybody watching and for you, it'll involve some of these non-alcoholic beverages.
Yeah.
That people can try. Do you think that's okay to say?
I mean, I think you could say more.
I'll
More
let you-
than just
how much you
non-alcoholic
want me
beverages?
to say. So Nick and I are working on a secret project.
We're working on a very top secret project, and I'm only going to say something because there's balls in front of me.
Yeah.
August 6th. Should we just go all in?
I think I would like you.
Well,
to
I mean,
be
you
the
could at least
leader.
tell us if balls are going to be there.
They're not.
Okay, all right.
We've.
I'm about to call Dog and Suds after this and be like, "Listen, I got
What
some
you
dogs.
got? What you got? You got a local rep? I need you.
We need to come
We
out.
need
please.
you. You know what? We need the dog here. We need a big inflatable Dog and Suds dog.
That's perfect.
With the whole thing. The whole
And a
Should
hot
be
dog
grilling
stand?
hot dogs. Exactly.
Grill the hot
hot dog
dogs.
stand.
Yeah.
So August 6th, we're doing an event, and we've been working on it. We're going to have live music. We're going to have all kinds of tastings of products like these, right, Nick? Give them the rundown. What kind of products? So we'll have some sodas. We'll have
energy. We'll have different variations of water. We'll have coffee ready to drinks. We'll have sparkling waters.
Wow.
Hydration, if you're interested in that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
we'll
I mean, that's why I've been drinking so much Liquid Death.
Non-alcoholic portfolio at your fingertips or your taste buds.
Ooh, I'm here for it. So we'll announce the name on the show at some point soon. So get excited about that and find out more.
I already am.
And,
Come make me look good, people.
Yeah, seriously. This will be a lot of fun. And you know what? If you're not just down with the non-alcoholics, you can still come out this weekend, the 17th and 18th here at Jungle Gyms. We're doing Beer Fest. We're finally bringing festivals back.
Nice.
So if you want to try actual beers, you can do that too. And then in a few months, come out and try this stuff and be just like us.
So I would like to come back when you guys do a beer tasting.
Yeah?
I would like to come back for that.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
It's like
I
you
would
and
like
your son,
that.
you're like, me and my son have also been doing
Since he was six,
when my son, he was just a little guy, and I'd say, you want to take a beer home? Uh-huh. So, we picked some out,
Yeah, that'll be great.
We started with, some Belgium strong ales and went on from there,
I was starting wrong my whole life. I got Busch Light thrown on me first.
I only buy the Busch Light for the farmers, which I just saw out on there. It's like literally just a case of Busch Light with a John Deere packaging. I was like, oh, they really, it's amazing.
My nice Covington home.
Yeah, right. Well, on that, though, this has been an absolute pleasure, Chris. I really appreciate you coming out.
I really enjoyed being here. Thank you,
send us an update when you do your final tasting and let us know what you guys picked
I will.
this year.
I actually took a picture of some of the ones that I had chosen tonight. And, Balls and BJ, that's going to be in there too.
That's awesome. Well, thanks so much, Breed.
So I'll let you know.
Sounds great.
Great.
All right.
Hey, Chris, thanks so much for coming out there. And more importantly, thanks to you and your son for always choosing Jungle Gyms as the place to get all of your root beers each year for this. I thought it was a ton of fun. Obviously, everybody that watched saw that this was a ton of fun. And I'll offer it one more time. If you email me at podcast@junglegyms.com, I'll send you a copy of Chris's bracket to do it. Yeah, over 60 different root beers that I counted alone. So there's more than that. Crazy. What a interesting store. And speaking of interesting store, what an interesting show, right? Like this week was nuts. You've just been able to watch me get progressively sweatier as we go on. Today shooting this, it's the hottest day of the year so far. It's been wild. And I'm going to give you a little insight to my creative process. These in-between bits are always the last thing that I put together. We try to get all the big interviews together, then we go, okay, how do we stitch this together in some sort of theme so it flows nicely, and then I can just fill in the gaps in these moments. Whew. What a wild one. Yeah, but you never know what's going to happen at Jungle Gyms. You never know when, Survivor's most famous villain's going to show up randomly, and you want to insert a little clip of it into the show that day. You never know when lightning's going to strike the area and winds are going to knock out power for hundreds of thousands of people. More importantly, you never know how sweaty I'm going to get on a hot day like this one. The hottest day of the year on record so far, in honor of my birth. You never know when that's going to happen, and you just got to roll with it, and that's why this place is so much fun. So thanks to all of you for watching the show. Thanks for tuning in. If you're on YouTube right now, like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. You've watched YouTube before. If you're listening to the audio-only version of the show, thank you so much. I would love some more reviews at Apple Podcasts and Spotify so the show can continue to grow. And if you're listening to the audio-only version, check out the YouTube show sometime too. I think you'll enjoy seeing what we're up to as well. All right, in the meantime, I'll be out there sweating in the aisles. The Jungle Gyms podcast is recorded in the WJJI studio inside Jungle Gyms International Market in Fairfield, Ohio. The Jungle Gyms podcast is produced and hosted by Mark Borison.